Alright, so the next one we're gonna get into is the collaborating and people asking one another for just collabs or whatnot. I know this grinds Xavier's gears.
Oh, collab, please. Good grief, right? Collabing with people. So everyone, maybe you guys experience it. So you go on your Instagram, you get a DM, and you just see someone saying, "I would love to collab with you." Bruh.
Sometimes you even say that. They're not even that friendly, mate.
Yeah, sometimes it's just said, like some people actually will send the word collab or I would love to collab or something like
I've
that.
had someone one time say, I want to collaborate with you. I want to shoot this. I think this location will be nice. What about the blah blah? I'm like, I haven't even agreed. I haven't even
sound like a collab. That's not like general set. That's like orders.
It's like an order. I haven't even agreed to anything yet, and they're like bombarding me with ideas. I haven't even responded to you yet. But collaborating.
People need to know collabing don't pay the bills.
Nah.
It don't pay the bills.
It definitely does
don't
not.
Collab with too many people.
As I was like, find a good, let's say, 3 models you vibe with, you can are reliable, you get great images with, and continually use those 3. Have 3 different looks if you want.
Yeah.
And continually use those. Anyone else outside of that,
don't do it.
You obviously charge.
Plus, it's bad for businesses if you collab with so many people because
they're not going to want to pay off. Collaborating with everyone.
Everyone's going to say, this is the person I shot with for free, or I collab with him, this and that.
Yeah.
Bad for business. It doesn't help if you want to earn money from it.
No.
So definitely don't do that too much. Collab with, like Adrian said, with the 3 people. At least that way it's beneficial for both. You can choose the content you want to build. Also, they're getting great high quality content. And if it's friends, well, it's easier to do it because, as friends, obviously help one another out, as opposed to someone random.
Another thing as a full timer, it's gonna. A lot of hobbyists kind of hurt the full timers because the hobbyists are just gonna shoot. It's not their career.
Yeah,
they're not earning money for it, so they're just shooting. They say they're even doing the same quality as you're doing, and they're just shooting for free. So and then it's ruining it for, I believe personally, for the people who are trying to make a living from it and have a passion for it. So I think there should be like a photographer union or something, or just get the message. It's like, even all creatives in most fields just don't work for free. If everybody charged, obviously the hobbyists and the new and the beginners are going to charge less. So if you want, and the fact of the matter is, if people know that they're going to pay, that everyone pays and they know that they're going to have to pay, they'd rather spend a bit more and get your high quality than just pay a newbie and then potentially get like not great quality or out of focus images or rubbish editing. Because if everybody charged, it would force people, they would want to spend a bit more just to get the quality. But the fact that people are just shooting for free all the time, it does ruin it for the people that want to do it for full time.
Yeah, so shooting for free. There's only some situations where if you're gonna collab, make sure it's beneficial for you. If it's someone who's extremely high up out there that would bring business in just from you getting photos with them, then obviously it's smart to collab because it's gonna boost business for you. But there's a lot of people who may have a good amount of followers. It doesn't mean they're good to collab with. There's a lot of people who've got fake followers. Too, some of their followers, they like that person and that's their audience. It doesn't mean they're gonna come to you for the same stuff. So you gotta be careful what you do collab wise. But if you judge the situation.
Yeah, because I've literally shot people that got a couple 100,000 and I haven't even got a follower from it. Go. I mean, obviously the pictures were the agreement, obviously, because I don't shoot for free unless obviously I approach them or have an idea. But obviously the photos were good. But it's just the fact that when I realised that they got this many followers and I didn't even get followers or even exposure, because people love to throw that word in there when they send DM.
Exposure is the most.
We'll give you great exposure. Exposure doesn't put food in my family's stomachs.
It doesn't pay the bills.
Like I can have all the exposure in the world and still live in a cardboard box. Like
trust me, that first of the month comes, you get a letter through your door.
Exactly, eviction notice.
And then you see that bill.
You've been collabing.
Exposure will pay the bill for me.
Like, no exposure.
No, it doesn't.
It's not paying.
You need to charge, and don't be cheap.
No, you have to put in whatever the costs. And then you have to work out how much time you spend editing.
And how much you need to bring home to meet your bills.
If you divide it, and a lot of people don't even realize this, but if you divide it per hour, what you spent on that one photo shoot, you'd probably realize you're charging way too cheap, because you'll realize like it's under the minimum wage. Like, all that from the minute you've left your house to the hours added up to completing the task. I don't mean like the hour you left your house continually all the way to you literally finished I'm not talking about that. Like literally the time spent on from the travel and the shoot to editing the pictures, just adding up that time and then divide it by the amount you charged. It needs to be above the minimum wage at least.
Yeah, if you want to live and be able to pay bills and enjoy a bit, then you need to charge a certain amount. Plus, if your quality is really, really good, don't give that away for peanuts. It's not worth it. Like, you need to look at some of the greatest photographers, or some of the great ones we know anyway, who are charging quite a lot. If your quality is similar to theirs,
we know ones that haven't even got great quality and they charge a lot,
and they're still charging a lot. I've seen there was a lady who's at the end of last week or the week before, for this year she's made 400,000 from photography. She's based in America. And
you look at her stuff,
and I looked at her images, like you were saying, and it's not a whole. She doesn't spend a lot of time editing. It's more like presets, and then it's just on a photo that she just put on the photo.
Yeah.
Not judging her work, because obviously it's subjective, but that's what she likes and her audience is happy. Either way, she's making crazy money, so she's doing it. But obviously what we're saying is, if your stuff is really good quality and good editing, you need to charge like according to your work. Don't make it cheap. That's one of the most important things. Do not make it cheap. So yeah, pricing strategy, very important.
Yeah, definitely work out what's benefit for you for pricing and whatnot.
Definitely, and make sure you got enough to cover your monthly bills, or how much you want to take home. You should say how much you want to take home roughly a year. And then you could even do some simple equations, some simple maths, and say, well, I'm going to spend maybe half of that. So just do some maths. So for example, if you want to bring home, or you make 150 grand or 120 grand, sorry. If you half that, you say you're going to keep half, then that's 60k in a year. You can do some simple maths to actually calculate how much you want to make monthly. So some people's jobs you may get, if it's like part-time, like a regular job, I don't know, like what, $1,000 a month or $1,500, something like that. An office job, some little city jobs just starting maybe near $2,000 or $1,600 a month. Like you've got to charge so that you can make that from your photo shoots in the same month, basically. So that's pricing.
Yeah. But yeah, but then it's weird with photography, because it's like, unless you're shooting certain stuff to get some attention or whatnot, it's just like you need funds in the first place to market.
Yeah, and that's
the only thing. Yeah. Unless you go viral and you're lucky,
or people are really good at spreading through word of mouth.
Yeah.
Then but then you've got to be quite vocal and let people know that is what you do, and have some stuff ready to show them. So that way, if people do want to come to you for stuff, then at least they know. Like we said before, we were speaking earlier, and we were talking about weddings and wedding bookings, and we haven't got a separate Instagram page for weddings or anything at all. Nothing. However, we still get people contacting us to book. Asians shot weddings. I've done some. Recently I've had 2 more people asking me to do this, and like I said, I have no wedding page or no like wedding content. What I do, but not on the pages on social media, but it's because of word of mouth, and they may have seen some stuff that I've done for someone else. So yeah, it really depends, but yeah, you got to charge. And yeah, promoting wise, I mean, sometimes people spread spread it for you word of mouth, which is good, but yeah, you got to find a way to promote it, or at least get noticed. You got to raise awareness.
Yeah, the internet's changing. They're starting to lock things down now. So, and certain platforms like to change the algorithm. Won't say which one.